Clash Royale has 24 arenas, and every single one is a trap waiting to keep you stuck. But if you know the hidden tricks inside each arena, you will climb faster than 99% of players. Arena 1 is your training ground. Forget about winning every match. Your real goal here is to learn the basic. Only enemy tanks like Giant or Hog get pulled right back into range of both Princess Towers. That is called activating double fire, and it's the reason good players survive pushes that wipe everyone else out. Learn this placement now. It is the foundation of pro defense later. Also, don't hesitate to upgrade your cannon. It's one of the most reliable buildings in the game and a staple even at the highest levels. Arena 4 is where you learn the truth about spells. Fireball and arrows aren't just simple removal, they're wind changers. Always aim to hit both troops and a tower for maximum value. And here's a secret, spells deal two types of damage: full damage to troops and buildings, reduced damage to towers. If you ever forget the numbers mid-game, just press and hold the spell, the game will show you the exact values. Mastering spell value here sets you up for every arena after. Arena 5 is where decks stop being random card piles and start following a formula. Every good deck has the same backbone: a win condition, support cards, a defensive building, one big spell, and one small spell. Stick to this structure and you'll never get completely outclassed. Players who ignore this and just throw in their favorite cards always get stuck here. Don't be one of them. This is where you get the Hog Rider and Mortar. Mortar's fine for defensive players, but honestly, Hog Rider is the smarter pick. Super safe and stays useful all the way up. Arena 6 is all about placements. Where you drop a card matters more than the card itself. Place buildings in the center to pull troops, drop spells when you can hit the tower, and support units for maximum value. Also, learn the technique called kiting. Use a Hog Rider to pull a troop across the arena, forcing it to walk while both towers chip it away. Players who master placements climb. Players who don't stay stuck forever. Also, I gotta mention my biggest tip yet: never upgrade Skeleton Army. It might look strong early, a swarm of skeletons for just 3 elixir, but the higher you climb, the more splash cards appear and Skeleton Army becomes basically useless. Arena 7 is all about card evolutions. Cards with a diamond icon above their head can be evolved by collecting evolution shards. Once you have 6 shards, you can fully unlock their evolution. To use it, place the evolved card in a special evolution slot in your deck, and evolved cards gain powerful new abilities, like barbarians entering rage when they attack. Keep in mind, evolutions work on a cycle. The first play is normal, the second is evolved, then it alternates. Learning when your evolved version is ready is the key to using this mechanic effectively. Arena 8 is where you unlock one of the most famous decks in Clash Royale history: Hog Cycle. Cheap, fast, free-to-play friendly, and built to pressure non-stop. The plan is simple: play Hog Rider, cycle your cheap cards, then play another Hog before your opponent can even breathe. Musketeer and Cannon give you reliable defense, while your spells clean up everything they throw down. Master this style now and you will never run out of win conditions in higher arenas. However, there is one key thing you need to learn in this arena: Ice Spirit. It is the cheapest card in the game and also one of the most underrated. With the right placement, it can stop a 3 or even 4 elixir troop from touching your tower. The higher you climb, the more you realize just how versatile and powerful this tiny little spirit really is. Another key card here is Ice Golem. It is an amazing mini tank for kiting, and its slow movement plus Death Nova make it incredibly effective. Drop it in the middle of the arena to pull enemy troops across lanes and into both towers. Mastering Ice Golem kites is one of the most important defensive skills you can learn. Arena 9 teaches you the most important resource in Clash Royale: elixir. The biggest mistake players make here is leaking. Letting your elixir bar sit at 10 and wasting free value. That's throwing the game away. Even if you're not sure what to do something. Cycle a card, drop a cheap troop. Anything is better than wasted elixir. Learn this lesson now and you will instantly play better than half the people stuck in this arena forever. Also, learn how to counter the Dart Goblin properly. Never let him walk onto your tower. His chip damage adds up fast. A perfectly timed Ice Spirit can stop him completely. Arena 10 teaches you the balance between defense and offense. Say your opponent drops a giant in the back. You can defend with a cannon plus musketeer or punish instantly with a hog rider push. That giant cost them 5 elixir, meaning they are wide open. Learning when to defend and when to pressure is one of the hardest skills in Clash Royale, but Arena 10 is where you start developing that instinct. At this stage, you unlock Minion Horde, but just like Skeleton Army, it quickly falls off. Regular minions stay useful, but Minion Horde gets countered too easily as you climb. Players also unlock the Expo here. If you struggle against it, build a deck around Royal Giant to shut it down. And if Golem gives you trouble, Mini P.E.K.K.A. or P.E.K.K.A. are one of the best answers you can add to your deck. Arena 11 introduces legendary cards, Miner, Princess, Electro Wizard. Each one is unique and can swing matches on their own. This is the point where events and challenges become crucial. They are free rewards, free practice, and the fastest way to progress. The players who grind events here gain a massive advantage later on. If you're running into Sparky and struggling, add Rocket. It's a clean counter. And if Mega Knight keeps giving you headaches, build your deck around P.E.K.K.A. It's the most reliable solution. Arena 12 is where you learn to play around counters. If your Hog Rider keeps running into their cannon, stop repeating the same push, outcycle them, spell cycle their tower, or create pressure somewhere else. Adaptability is the key here, because Spooky Town punishes players who refuse to change their strategy. At this stage, players unlock Graveyard, one of the most annoying win conditions, constantly chipping away at towers. The best answer is to run Poison in your deck since it shuts down the Graveyard completely. And hey, if you're finding these tips useful, make sure to subscribe, otherwise YouTube might never show me to you again. Arena 13 is where you discover the power of elixir trades. If a 4-cost musketeer comes at you and you shut it down with 1-cost skeletons, you just went +3. Stack enough of these trades and you'll build unstoppable pushes. From here on, it's not about winning one interaction, it's about stacking advantages across the entire game. Even though you unlock Royal Chef, a new tower troop, I don't recommend using it. Right now, it doesn't really fit into any strong decks and offers less value than the standard Princess Tower. Arena 14 is where Clash Royale tests your mindset. Tilt is real. Lose once, get frustrated, queue again, and suddenly you've lost 3 games in a row. The best fix? Honestly, just take a break. Go outside, wash some dishes, maybe draw a picture, heck, join the ARCTO Discord, I don't know. Don't panic switch decks, don't blame matchmaking, just reset your head before you play again. Serenity Peak is either where you master your emotions or get stuck. Arena 15 is where you unlock the Elixir Golem. If you really enjoy punishing your opponents, I would recommend trying a few decks just for fun. Some matchups you'll lose fast, some you'll win instantly, and trust me, with the right Elixir Golem deck, you can have a lot of fun. So Arena 15 is your fun arena. Arena 16 is where you unlock Champions, the strongest and rarest cards in Clash Royale. You can only run 1 champion per deck, and each one comes with a unique activated ability that can flip the entire match. They also have special 3-card cycles, meaning you can get cards back in your hand faster. Learning how and when to trigger abilities is what separates casual players from real competitors. Arena 17 is where you need to start running meta decks. By now, opponents are skilled and only the best tested strategies will keep up. The meta shifts around every season with balance changes, but there are always proven decks at the top. Don't waste time experimenting here, find a strong meta pick and commit to mastering it. Players who adapt to the meta climb, players who ignore it will fall behind. Arena 18 is where advanced mechanics begin. The first one is card cycling. Every deck is a 4-card loop. Play 4 cards after you play your Hog Rider, and Hog comes back into your hand. This is why cycle decks work. You control when your win condition comes around. At higher levels, you'll even track your opponent's cycle to find when their cannon or rocket isn't ready. Once you learn this, Clash Royale stops being simple and starts kind of feeling like chess. Arena 19 is where you learn how to count elixir, not just your own, but your opponent's. If they drop a giant in the back, that's 5 elixir gone. If they defend with cannon, add 3 more. That means they only have 2 elixir left, the perfect time to strike with prediction spells and pressure. Counting elixir lets you know exactly when to punish and when to hold back. It's a skill that takes months to master, but it wins games before they even start. Arena 20 is where you face bad matchups and learn to win anyway. Some decks will naturally counter yours, that is the game's design. But great players don't just accept a loss, they practice those bad matchups until they find a way to push through. Even top pros will grind a single matchup for hours to learn every possible trick. You don't have to go to that extreme, but if you can win bad matchups, you've officially leveled up. Arena 21 is where you master pressure points. Top players don't just push with big combos, they chip away, forcing tough choices. A few goblins at the bridge can leave you deciding, spend 2 elixir to stop them, or take the damage and save for defense. The best players know exactly when to apply this pressure, forcing mistakes and squeezing out tower damage little by little. Arena 22 is all about predictions. By now, everyone knows the basics, so the way to win is by thinking one step ahead. Don't just react to your opponent, predict what they're about to do and counter it before it happens. Fireball the barbarians the moment they drop, follow up with arrows on the minion horde, then kill the cannon with lightning and boom, your hog rider is on their tower. It's just that easy. Rewards are stacked with gold and wilds. Invest them in cards that benefit from prediction plays like Miner, Hog, or Royal Giant. Arena 23 is where you enter the final climb. At this point, you're no longer learning the basics. You're sharpening every detail. Elixir counting, cycling, pressure timing. Matches here are battles of patience and psychology, just as much as mechanics. The rewards are massive. Golden drops and high-value chests, so use them to max your strongest archetype. You don't need every card at level 15. You need one perfected deck that can push you to the top. And finally, Arena 24 is all about perfection. This is the top of Trophy Road. Here, small mistakes decide games. To survive Legendary Arena, remember the following. Number 1. Play a proven meta deck. At this level, random off-meta cards just won't cut it. Pick one strong deck and master it. Number 2. Track their cycle. If they use log, count 4 cards until it's back. That is your window to land a goblin barrel or pressure. Number 3. Don't commit in single elixir. Scout their win condition and spells first. One bad push equals a tower gone. 4. Count elixir. If they drop 7 elixir in the back, punish the opposite lane before they can support the push. Number 5. Counter push. Use surviving defenders to build pressure instead of always resetting. And finally, number 6, probably the most important, play with purpose. Every single card matters. Don't throw away skeletons or log without a reason. Before you jump into your next match, there is one more thing you need to know. The right deck changes everything. And that's why I'm going to show you the 11 most hated decks in Clash Royale. The ones that win so well they make people rage quit. If you want to see them, click this video next, and I'll see you there.